Watch this video on the Logitech G920 steering wheel and see why it is the perfect accessory for your Xbox or PC. Come check it out. Let's first take a look at the steering wheel. It feels amazing. It has this leather covering that feels like a real nice premium vehicle. The steering wheel diameter is 11 inches, which is a little bit smaller than a regular steering wheel. But what that does is it allows you to feel more feedback from the little motor back here when you're actually driving the car. On the back of the steering wheel, you see we got paddle shifters, really easy to access when you're driving. And then we have controls as well, so you don't need another Xbox controller to navigate menus when you're going through your console. So this is really convenient to have, and all around it's just amazing feeling. This is a lot of metal components, so it doesn't feel chinky or plasticky. It feels like it's going to last a long time, and in fact I've had this for a while. I've put a lot of hours into it, and you know, the motor is still really strong and it is just operating perfectly. Now on the side, you see that, you know, this controller or this steering wheel can be mounted several different ways. A lot of people first starting out will probably use this clamp right here and have it mounted to a desktop or some little coffee table. But you know, in the future, you may want to consider getting a stand like this for something more sturdy and adjustable. But all in all, a great unit. Now let's take a look at the pedals. So with it are 3 different pedals. On cheaper steering wheels, you probably only see 2 pedals, but having 3 is great, especially if you want to have a manual transmission type of driving experience. So the first pedal here is going to be your throttle. You have a clutch and brake as well. And in some games, you can even change up what pedals you want to use for what. So you have flexibility. One thing also to mention about this unit, it doesn't come with a stick shifter, but that can easily be added down the road. With regards to connectivity, it is really simple. It just has 2 wires. So one wire connects to your Xbox just like a normal wired controller would. And what's really nice is, you know, it's breakaway. So if someone's walking in front of you, that's not an issue. And then finally, there's just a power cord that you're gonna have to plug in. Just plug it in, you're gonna see the steering wheel calibrate, and that gives you an idea of how far rotation you're gonna get with the steering wheel. Basically, it's just gonna orient itself upright so that it's gonna be dead center when you start driving. All right, so now let's take a look at the feedback that you're actually going to get when you're driving. So for example, if I take my hand off the steering wheel, look how much feedback I'm getting from the controller here. It really gives you a sense of just being in touch with the car, allowing you to kind of know, you know, if you're losing traction, if you're, you know, hitting bumps, and you're going to get extra resistance, you know, in those turns. So it is awesome experience that you really just have to try. You're not going to get this with more budget steering wheels, and it provides plenty of force. And you know, again, this is a controller or a steering wheel that can grow with you for a long time. You know, maybe down the road you'll want to get a nicer steering wheel, but for a lot of arcade and sims, this is more than adequate. And you know, it's, you know, again, you're going to put a lot of hours into it, so highly recommend checking it out. This is awesome, and really anyone that has an Xbox that remotely enjoys racing games really should get one of these.